Hello, my name's Emily and I've had gastric sleeve surgery March of this year, 2014, with Tonic. Mr. Chris Sutton was my surgeon, and I just wanted to share with you what has been the most incredible journey that I've had in a very short space of time. I wanted to share with you the transformation really of my whole life, because of choosing the right company, and B, obviously having the right surgery for my needs. When I first decided to have surgery, I believed I needed a gastric band, which for many people is absolutely the right option. But I have a lot of medical problems. I did have a lot of medical problems. And one of the side effects from one of my medications was it increased dramatically my hunger, and the part of the stomach that produces the hunger hormone would have remained intact with a band, and wouldn't have actually solved my problem. But I wasn't aware of that at the time when I started this process. Like many of you, I phoned numerous companies. I genuinely didn't know what I was doing or who to go with, who to trust. Were they who they said they were? I didn't realise how stressed I was going to feel going outside of the NHS, because we all moan about it, but we do have an awful lot of faith in our NHS system, and rightly so. So it was important that I did my research, and it really did pay off, because all the other companies were prepared to see me and fit me with a gastric band. I cannot express really how shocked I am that these companies were prepared to do it. One of the side effects from my medication is that it dramatically increases my hunger hormone, and that part of the stomach would still have remained intact with the gastric band, and would have still carried on to make me feel really, really hungry, which was something I really battled with because of this medication. By fitting a band, I would have at some point, run into so many problems, and long term it would not have been the right surgery for me, and it wouldn't have worked for me. Tonic and Mr. Sutton were the only people that wouldn't do it. Everybody else was prepared to go ahead and do that surgery. Mr. Sutton actually spoke to me himself, and I explained that I didn't have the money for this gastric sleeve surgery, and he was just very kind, very gentle, and made it very clear to me the risk I would be putting myself at, and that it wasn't the answer. I was so impressed by my newfound knowledge regarding gastric sleeve. I actually went away and obviously did some more research and realised that what he said made complete and utter sense. And I decided obviously to save for gastric sleeve surgery. I just had a very good bit of luck that within sort of weeks of this conversation, I wasn't going to have to wait the year that I told Tonic I was going to have to wait, which they were absolutely fine about, and told me to ring up any time. And when I did find the funds to have the gastric sleeve, it was no option. It was a no-brainer as to who I was going to go with, because actually, my safety came first. Even it wasn't about, at that initial point, it was not about the money, and it wasn't about just fit this lady with a gastric band, take her money and run. It was, no, please take my advice, Emily, and don't have the gastric band. So I was only prepared to go with them. I've received everything that they said. I was worried, what if my aftercare is not quite what they say it is? But I can assure you, I'd only been home from the hospital an hour, and I'd had a phone call, my first phone call. They ring when they say they're going to ring. There's always somebody that's available to talk to me, or there's somebody at the end of an email. The whole team have been fantastic. The hospital Spire, they were wonderful, they were caring, they were kind, they were informative, and my worries that I had were that it wouldn't be what they told me it would be. I wouldn't have the care they told me. Well, I've had everything they said and so much more. The surgery it went brilliantly. You know, the first 24 hours you have had surgery and you are a little bit, but I would do it again and again and again and again to feel the way that I feel now. I'm, like I said, it's July 2014 now. I had my surgery in March 2014 and my whole life has changed. I feel happy. My joints don't hurt as much. I'm breathing better. Just everything, people just can't believe it. They walk past me. I've dropped over 6 stone in that time. I've gone from a size 24 and the top that I'm wearing now is size 12 to 14, and that seems to be where I'm fitting at the moment. I'm still losing weight each week and I just feel alive, and I wish I'd done this earlier. That is my only regret, is that I wish I'd done this years ago. And I also wish that I hadn't have got myself so stressed in the weeks leading up to surgery about, am I really going to get the care that I need? Am I going to get the aftercare? Because there was nothing at all to worry about. And I wish you all the very best for your surgery. And nothing that I feel like I can say can actually express my gratitude for Tonic, and just how much it's actually changed my whole life. And I actually don't hate myself anymore, and I'm really, really enjoying my life, and I wish you all the very best, and I look forward to seeing other people's future weight loss success stories. Anyway, thank you very much for listening.